19 students, 2 adults. I was physically sick.
My thoughts and prayer goes out to the parents and the society in large in that town. It's a mix of sadness and also getting more afraid as time goes by.
When you have children in school, when you have children in events and things where this type of thing happens, it just feels a lot more at home because you now know what those parents are feeling. All right, let's go. Got it? When I was sending Ash to school, it's hard. I mean, it's hard because I know he needs to go to school. He needs to have that. He needs to have the exposure, he needs to have the education. But at the same time, it's the one time of day where I'm not in control of his situation. And that, I mean, we've seen that can be the time of day that you lose your children.
In Landon's yard.
Yeah.
It's scary to send him to school now. I mean, that's the way I feel at this point.
When my nanny gets here, she's gonna get us.
I did end up hugging him tighter and hanging out with him more than both the night before and the morning, after.
Get out there, fight!
With increasing violence because of gun shootings, if that is getting worse and worsening with time, I have to think about safety for my kids while going to school.
Can I try this now? This is easy.
The next day, of course, I was very teary, sending them off, to go to school with their dad, to get the school bus, and then just really just wanting to wrap my arms around them and tell them have a good day. And we have this fear now, or we always have, but it's always, I guess, heightened when something like this happens. We send our kids to school, or they're gonna come back.
And then he goes, "You said that wrong." He's like, "You're not speaking."
I have been here 20 plus years, and by all means, America is still very attractive, and I'm happy to be an American. But there has been little cracks in some of the dimensions of the Americanness, the very idea of Americanness, and one of them is the freedom and the connection to the responsibility, and that needs to be addressed. I think if we cannot protect our kids, make them feel safer, that's not what America should be known for in this dimension.
I feel helpless. I feel like there's nothing that can be done. I mean, it doesn't matter what events occur, essentially, in this country. It doesn't seem to change the gun culture. It doesn't seem to change the mentality that everyone should have a right to a weapon. I don't understand, at the very least, why we can't have something along the lines of stronger background checks or a countrywide registry system for weapons, or some sort of restriction on semi-automatic weapons, things like that. I don't understand how that's something we can't seem to get accomplished, because in my mind, it preserves the rights of the Second Amendment, if that's something that you're very passionate about, but it also prevents this type of massacre occurring.
You like
These things that happen because of hate. We've had what happened in Buffalo, motivated by hate, prejudice. Basically, it just makes you feel like you're not safe. We could do simple things. We don't have to take guns away from people in general. We can do the screening for mental health. We can raise the age. We cannot have them have access to semi-automatic weapons. We need to do something. Right now, it's a big story. Next week, maybe. The week after that, I don't think so.
There has been an attack on the very fabric of the notion of freedom, which has been taken too far, which all can be solved if we all can come together and do the right things as a community, show leadership and uniting the people. I think raising the minimum age of gun ownership from 18 to 21. If buying a case of cigarette is 21, and the guns has to be at least 21 because the same argument applies. All right, go.
We have a very high percentage of gun violence compared to everyone else in the world. And that really, to me, indicates a systemic issue. I don't know that it's necessarily the answer to continue to fortify schools or fortify businesses or anyone else who feels that they might be a target. I feel the answer is to address the problem, not the symptoms.
Love you.
And it's just, I don't understand why other people cannot see that.
I'm actually angry about it at this point. The 5 stages of grief: hopelessness, sadness, despair, bargaining, anger. And I am angry that 6 and 8-year-olds who are innocent, who love life, who want to go to school and play with their friends, and that is their safe place. And these guns are literally jeopardizing their futures. And it's not hard. It's not hard what we're asking. None of it is hard. It is simple. We could do this tomorrow if we just had the courage.
Just made it this time.